And, Coach, some minor changes, minor differences.
Well, I think the big thing is on the rim when you lose a lot of shots are going to be knocked off. Of course, the shot clock. I don't think there'll be a problem with that. Getting to the free throw line early is a big thing, obviously. Backcourt with 8 seconds. Some interesting rules. And by the way, a foot shorter for that three-point line.
How about that?
What do you think about Steph with that one?
You know, Steph Curry on Monday missed 4 shots in the scrimmage game. He practiced after the scrimmage game in front of everybody for about an hour and a half. I said, Steph, why are you practicing so hard? He said, I missed 4 shots in the game and that doesn't happen. So he'll move in a little closer tonight. Joel Embiid, Dwight Powell will jump it up. Powell, 10 years with the Dallas Mavericks. And they'll jump it up. Here we go. United States and Canada from Vegas.
A lot of communication, a lot of ball screens. And both these clubs use the whole floor, too. You hear about spacing and cutting, slipping screens.
Coach, you're jinxing us right now. You know that, right? Let's start this over.
You never like to talk about defense.
They got it.
Well, I can't say man-to-man in the NBA, right?
Of course, you can do whatever you want to do.
Man-to-man.
Man-to-man, all right. So here's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Love this kid.
Oh, what a wonderful player. All-NBA first team baseline. That ball knocked away. Here come the Americans. LeBron in transition. He's got Curry on the left
nice
wing.
help.
And it's batted out from behind, out of bounds. Will stay right here.
This is a solid Canada backcourt. You know what Murray can do? Mentioned Alexander as well. Generally, LeBron just separates the C there with a strong drive to the goal. Holiday with the inbound. Such a glue player, Gus. Love him. So meaningful to that championship for Boston.
Canada defeated the Americans in the World Cup in the bronze medal game in the Philippines last year. Dylan Brooks had 39 points in that game for Team Canada. LeBron James off the mark. And here comes SGA the other way. So smooth, so confident.
Good size here with Barrett, can elevate.
R.J. Barrett, former Knick, now with Toronto. Dylan Brooks knocks down his first shot. That's a good sign for Team Canada.
He will not step away, that kid. Fearless.
And he gets an opportunity to play against his good friend, checking him right now, LeBron James.
Charming,
If you don't know
they?
that story, just Google it. Dylan Brooks, LeBron James, and how much they really like each other.
I don't think they had dinner while they were here, do you?
Jordi Fernandez is the head coach of Team Canada, recently named the head coach of the Brooklyn Nets as well. Embiid.
You know he can make threes, too. Another good look for him if he wants it.
Step back jump shot, Holiday, coming off a world championship
Nice
for the
rebound.
Boston Celtics. Rebounded by Devin Booker, the Phoenix
Very
Sun.
alert.
Now Holiday, the kick. James trip goes down hard.
Wow. I don't think it was intentional either. Brooks in the middle of it. That would be the crowd reaction. But boy, is there anybody you can recall as strong going to the goal as that guy? Physically imposing.
You know, on Monday I had a chance to watch LeBron. I don't know if you've ever had a chance to do this. I had a chance to watch LeBron James practice for the first time.
Did you really?
I had never seen him practice.
Well,
Called many of his games over the course of his career. However, I watched him every drill. At 39 years old, he practiced like he was trying to make this team.
I saw him in Cleveland his first go-round. Impressive then. He's almost my age now. Well, 39, obviously, but it's incredible how he has taken care of his body.
So 2-1 Canada as we get going. Here in Las Vegas, exhibition game for the United States and the Canadians. Jamal Murray, Denver Nugget, won a world championship a couple of years ago off the front rim on the teardrop.
They're good, the guards, getting a piece of that lane. Steph in the early, watch it.
Curry straight ahead, off the heel.
Great balance, taking away any early hits.
You expect there to be a little bit of rust for the Americans. 16-foot fadeaway off the back rim, no good. James with the rebound as they assemble this team. Kawhi Leonard not here. Kevin Durant with the calf injury. Embiid long.
Now
Barrett, they want a big performance from him.
USA's got to go inside a little bit, use the dribble, settling just a little early.
SGA.
Tough, smooth.
Alexander.
He just makes the right play, this kid.
You can never speed him up. That's what the players, even the Americans, say about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Great. I like this call right now. Little power, nice hands.
Here's Brooks with the loose ball. Barrett on the baseline, driving to the basket, draws contact. Looks like that'll be Booker.
Yeah, I think you're
right.
right.
For the foul.
Got to get on his left hand too, strong, and going to the goal. I talked about being smooth, and the ability to get to the free throw line is key too. Look at this, just always the correct decision. Really a fearless kid.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, unquestioned superstar of this team, coming off his second straight All-NBA first team effort.
He gets a lot of his shots off the bounce. You notice that?
Yep.
And range unerring.
RJ Barrett, who's really had a great start to his career, started with the Knicks. He's the son of Team Canada general manager Rowan Barrett.
St. John's, you know that from your heyday in the city.
Rowan Barrett, his dad, a former Canadian national as well.
He overcame some tough coaching, I think, at Duke. Had to put up with Mike.
So 6-1 Canada, off to a good start against the Americans. Holiday finds Embiid on the box, guarded by Powell. Americans with a size advantage over the Canadians. 4 to shoot.
Nice to the chest.
Forced his way inside, off the heel, no. Jamal Murray with a rebound. Alexander, quick burst.
Murray ready to step in for that jumper off the penetration as well. Powell, a good screener. Step back for an open three. Ooh.
Alexander, high pick and roll, 3 to shoot. Finds Powell, rise and fire.
We had an easier one earlier, passed it up.
USA, though, 0 for 5 from the field to start this game.
But they use the floor.
Booker, 0 for 6.
Just warming up.
As we mentioned, they could be a little rusty. Trying to figure out how to play together for the first time. Off the glass and in. That's Murray. And he's so great at that pick and roll.
Well, I think the USA showing signs of not being together very long. That will improve as the games come on. Nice cut. And a good look by Holly, just a little deep.
And Dillon Brooks now, LeBron James, a little bumping, pushing. There's not a lot of love lost between these two men. They got into it when Brooks was in Memphis. Brooks now in Houston. When he was in Memphis, LeBron and the Lakers and Brooks in Memphis, they had their little altercations, which was really fun to watch for the game of basketball.
He gets physical. Some of an instigator and will not step back, Brooks.
Olynyk, former Celtic, now with Toronto baseline. And RJ Barrett knocks down that deep lefty jump shot.
He loves those corner jumpers. Much more effective in that area.
How about this? Canadians up 11-1.
Nice ball fake.
Steph.
Forget it.
He'll stop the bleeding. 11-4. Remember, he took those extra shots last 2 days in practice across the lane. Brooks. Curry raking at it, fouled, and Brooks will go to the line.
A nice read right away to post up. Physically imposing, a disadvantage to Curry. Good team defender. Guy's a little bit winded, too, at the early start. And there they go. You called some fights in your heyday.
Very beautiful love taps. But one thing about Brooks that I noticed in practice this week with the Canadians, watching the Canadians, rather, when you watch him on TV, he looks like he's about 6'4", but he's actually about 6'6" and very wide.
I was going to say broader than I thought, watching on TV. Because I did have him at Oregon.
This is the second, 12-4, Canada. 5:08 to go. First quarter.
Olynyk really sound defensively, too. Makes some threes.
Curry.
Look at that open middle to let him do his damage. A nice cut.
Booker inside, in and out. And a whistle traveling the call.
We mentioned there wasn't a big, imposing front lineup for Canada, but they can do this on the perimeter. Beautiful. They do a good job screening, too, with the guards as well. Little flare screen here.
Alexander, step back jumper in the baseline.
Here he goes.
Now,
what a talent.
Anthony Edwards is checked in along with Jason Tatum, Bam Adebayo, Tyrese Halliburton for the U.S. Turned it over for the 4th time now. That one almost a turnover as Barrett saves it from going out of bounds on the sideline.
Halliburton, good defender too, great passer as well. There he is. Great footwork, got in the right spot, created the walk. Loved him during the World Cup. He stroked the 3. Had a great year with the Pacers, got hurt late in the year.
4:16 to play in the first. Edwards double pump up the glass and in.
I love him. Steve Kerr says he's the next guy with some big-time talent.
12-6. Team Canada. Gilgeous Alexander rejected. Anthony Davis got a hand on it and knocked it out of play.
How about this kid? Strong. LeBron liking his physical approach at the rim. Good finisher, can make threes. It'll be fun watching him grow.
And he's been oozing confidence in camp. He said, I'm the #1 option. Y'all might look at it differently. They've got to fit it around me. That's how I feel. I love that kind of confidence.
I'll tell you what, I'm sure he heard some ribbon from other guys.
He's young, 22. Tatum, world champion. Tatum to the hole and the finger goal.
So strong and tough and confident. Got the title. Going to be an MVP at some point in this league, I think. Prolific scorer.
Here's Dort from Oklahoma City. Olynyk, and he'll lay it in. Nice dump down by Dort. Lou Dort. 14-8. Both teams starting to get warm now. Shaking off some early rust. Edwards.
Nice run by Bam on that ball screen. The dive, the find, big time.
And Bam Adebayo of the Miami Heat.
Well, to talk about a guy that just does what you have to do. That culture in Miami fits right in.
Americans have hit their last 3 shots.
Lyles outside, a good deep shooter out of Kentucky.
Olynyk guarded by Tatum, tried to back him down, poked away by Tatum. Adebayo in the front court, and he'll throw it out of bounds. Left his feet. 5th turnover for the Americans.
Just a nice little play right here. Ball screen at the top, and Edwards could have shot that too. Good movement. So impressed how they space out. Don't clog things up. Nice dive. Bring it about.
Olynyk. Now Andrew Nembhard with the Indiana Pacers.
Can run a team.
Straight away. Off the back rim long. Lou Dort with the board. New shot clock. Olynyk quick release and hits.
There's a kid at Gonzaga, I think in 2012. He took a year redshirted to develop his game. Was so impressive. What, 12 years maybe now in the league.
17-10. Olynyk, 5 points. Game high. 4 team Canada and the U.S.
Good D. Deflecting.
Walker coughed it up. Tatum the other way. Hard down the lane. Another finger roll goes down.
Well,
and that great body of Jason Tatum.
He can discard. Protect that baby.
He's got 4. Comes into the game. Hits his first 2 shots. 1:35 to go. 10-minute quarters in team competition. Nembhard.
Automatic switch and a front and weak side help. What a nice play. Halliburton again active with the front.
Running the post.
This kid is fun to watch, Gus. Fans of the Timberwolves are going to love it.
And that one shoveled ahead. Lyles.
Nice play.
Got everybody in the air and just laid in the easy one off the Anthony Edwards turnover. 19-12. U.S. with 7 turnovers here in the first quarter.
A little sloppy. Nice jumping on the passing lane there. Alexander Walker. A little sloppy, as you noted, giving up opportunities, but a heady play at the rim as well.
And Anthony Davis on the inbound with an easy dunk to make it a 19-14 game.
Championship caliber, right, Gus? Kentucky, Lakers.
From Chicago, Illinois.
He grew in high school and has amazing skills for a big.
Dort finds Olynyk. Extra dribble, pinned on the glass, gets it back and a whistle. And it looks like that'll be goaltending against the Americans.
If it was up on the rim, you can deflect it, but
I think that's an interesting rule. If
yeah,
the ball is on the rim, you can knock it off.
It's amazing. And the players have to get used to it, too. International rules.
Tatum fumbling it. Baseline. Lyles that gets the puppies organized.
He his stroke was there.
Now Edwards trying to create.
Nice show.
3 to shoot in the quarter. Adebayo. And that's it. Not a great first quarter for the Americans. Canada doing a solid job. So we head to break with the Canadians opening with an 11-1 run.
A little rusty. Turnovers, as you alluded to, giving open opportunities. A lefty stroke at a dude Barrett here. Nice dive, deliver, big time, send it in.
And they're honoring the women's legends during the 50 years of USA basketball. So many incredible players out there. Lisa Leslie, Dawn Staley, Cheryl Miller, who, in my opinion, is the, by far, greatest women's player of all time. That is the GOAT right there, folks. Cheryl Miller. And it's funny, I saw Cheryl and Reggie, her brother, he wasn't bad, Reggie Miller.
She was better right there.
Oh, much better, and he knows that. Hey, Kara, how are you? Good to see you. I saw him last night, and Reggie was with his sister, Cheryl, and as they walked out, I thought it was the sweetest thing. Reggie grabbed his sister's hand and led her out of the room.
That's great. That's a great story.
What a love affair. So many great
I was at UCLA. Reggie was a freshman. I had no idea who he was. I'm watching practice. He was making Steph-like jumpers.
Back then.
Oh, rhythm, smooth, knocking them down.
Yeah. President Obama.
We're taking pictures, holding up play here.
Hey, you know what? I got to be honest with you, Coach. I got my picture.
Did you?
I went over there. I had that. You know, I said, this is my only opportunity. It's my only opportunity. We got 8, 12 years. What a nice man. Very, very nice man.
You are the man, Gus. They all know you here.
Dawn Staley and President Obama.
I actually coached with Dawn fantasy camp.
Oh, wow.
I took over for her. It was the only one I had, in memory.
Nembhard with the step back 3 as we start the second quarter. Americans not very good taking care of the basketball in the first quarter. 8 turnovers.
Boy, can he get up. Kids. Edwards. Love this kid.
Anthony Edwards makes it a 21-16 game.
Tom Crean had him at Georgia. Look at that. Dwayne Wade and Edwards. 2 pretty good players that Tom's coached.
Baseline.
Nice ball movement. A good Nembhard look. Nice rebound.
Inside, Anthony Davis. That one deflected by Lyles, out of play. And moments ago, our Christina Pink had a chance to catch up with Canadian head coach Jordi Fernandez.
All right, thanks, Coach. You told me you guys were itching to play some real competition. You started the game hot. What do you like about the cohesiveness of your group so far?
It's been great. You can feel the energy. They're together. They're supporting each other. Our ball pressure has been good. We've been running the floor, so I'm happy so far with the first quarter. We just need 3 more months.
Yeah, and you talked to me about the defensive pressure you wanted to see, forcing USA into 8 turnovers. How do you like what you've seen on that end of the floor?
I like the commitment and, like I said, the energy, but we got to keep showing our hands. Right now, I don't know how it's officiated, but we're going to have to show our hands, otherwise we can get in foul trouble.
All right, thanks so much. Gus?
All right, thank you very much, Christina.
Nice ball fake there, too.
Here's Halliburton off the offensive rebound. Ball batted around. Halliburton saves it from going out of play. Edwards steps into a three and out of bounds.
And that's what Halliburton does. They've got a lot of guys, glue type of guys. Tyrese, good hustle.
Americans 8 of 19 from the field to start. Trying to get it back right here, and they do. Adebayo.
Just off a beat.
Edwards creating space.
Oh, nice screen.
16-foot fade and knocks it down.
How about the bump?
The Ant-Man. And a timeout call by Canada. The Americans, after a slow start, Anthony Edwards in the second unit, getting them back in the game. Edwards with a team high 6. Canadians up by a penny. Steph Curry's 36. LeBron James is 39. Kevin Durant is 35. Joel Embiid 30. Drew Holiday 34.
Why are you bringing up age working with me? Nice slip there. They do that well. Nice slip by Lyles.
And that foul will be called on Devin Booker. Dort going to the line. Lou Dort, he's a defensive star.
Ferocious is the word they use on him on the defensive end. Doesn't back down.
And what they say is he will put you in the torture chamber.
How about
Lou Dort will put you in the torture chamber.
You said working with me did that to you.
Oh, for like 25 years. I've been in Chateau
Amazing.
d'If with you and the torture chamber.
Detox.
Second one off the mark.
See if they get their legs a little bit, get a little more rhythm going.
21-20 Canada.
Took that early hit because of a lot of nice screen to get the big guy. Look at this. So strong and good. Maybe on his way to an MVP before he got hurt last year, Gus. Big, strong kid.
At the line, Joel Embiid. I caught game 1 of the Sixers-Knicks playoff series. I saw Joel Embiid grab a rebound on the defensive end, take one dribble, and throw a diagonal bounce pass from the free throw line in the backcourt to a cutting, I think it was Kelly Oubre, who didn't put the ball on the floor, and he dunked it.
Right. I think I do remember the play as well.
And the first thing I thought of, Coach, was this is the evolution, not of the big man in basketball. This is the evolution of mankind. He's 7 foot. He's not supposed to be doing that.
Incredible. And of course, George joining the Sixers, they are stepping it up. So we're trying to catch up with Boston right now.
And when I talked to him at practice the other day, he said, you know, I'm not really a good passer. I said, I don't know about that, son. Inside, Trey Lyles. 23-21, Canada. LeBron back on the court. Holiday guarded by Nembhard inside, and the big man.
And what ball movement, and then the seal by Joel, and the fine. Holiday delivery.
That's the advantage the Americans have, their size. Olynyk.
Nice D.
Blocked by Holiday, one of the best defenders in the NBA.
Amen.
James looking to get on track. Skip pass, Booker.
Nice ball fake.
Pull up off the bounce, and he banks it down.
They get it side to side in a flow beautifully.
First lead of the game for the Americans. 25-23. 6:28 to go here in the second. That was blocked by LeBron.
Did not give up on it.
Recovered by Curry. Embiid drives, kicks. Booker, rising fire.
He can get on a tear.
Here they come. Shaking off the rust a little bit. Red, white, and blue. Look at Jason Kidd a few years ago when he was the head coach in Milwaukee, and he said that a player that can advance the ball up the floor with his left hand as a passer, that's what you look for.
Came from the right guy, too. One of the great passers in NBA history.
Yes,
incredible.
he was.
He was magnificent in New Jersey. One of the 2 finals. Nice block again against Outstanding defender.
Holiday strips Jamal Murray, and LeBron James throws it out of bounds.
You know, that's we talked about getting a feel for one another. That's twice they had two people through the middle of the two.
And that's the first turnover of the quarter for the Americans. They had 8 in the first. Under 6 to go. Powell.
Holiday takes the challenge. Got out.
Dillon Brooks back on the court. Drives on Embiid. Tough shot. Oh! He banked it down and one. Wow. Dillon Brooks.
Took that hit as well. He body chested.
He is rugged.
He is tough. Big time. Look at his hit now. Still get the balance and able to use the glass. Well, nothing bothers this guy either. Everybody's stepping up in a vociferous way. All the LeBron fans in particular.
Dillon Brooks, all defensive second team while in Memphis.
Right here, he's just banging shit. Look at, he's got a hand on James in front of us. He doesn't care.
Here's James. Embiid in the post. This is where he earns his money. Nice look. Curry.
Great cut by
Barrett with the hard push in the corner. Murray.
Look at this look.
Curry.
Got help.
Holiday. Left hand and it goes.
He felt that as soon as he caught it. Great vision by Curry and a field by Holiday.
First points of the game to Drew Holiday. 30-26.
He doesn't have to score. You know that as well, guys.
Brooks again. This is the basket. Out of bounds, and we'll head the other way.
We'll talk about passing with Embiid. This guy's been doing it for a long time. 39 years of age, still in magnificent shape and terrific vision by Steph.
USA using that size advantage. They're out rebounding the Canadians 22-9.
Powell stepping in, picking up that charge on Joel Embiid. Five fouls, too, guys.
That's right.
As we noted.
It's opposed to 6 in the NBA. Second foul on Embiid. Anthony Davis will come in, and the big fella will take a blow on the bench. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander back on the court. Look at his handle. All you young players out there. You can't speed him up.
Feel. Understand, can get where he wants to get.
Brooks thinking about it. SGA quiet offensively.
Nice.
Pull-up jumper off the dribble and good.
That's what he can do. Has a great feel of when to get those feet organized and drill it.
Terrific mid-range game.
LeBron really getting Barrett on the backside. A nice dump down. Steve Kerr. I'm getting old. Saw him at Arizona. Great player there.
I thought you said don't talk about age.
I know.
You say that to me, and now you're talking
younger.
about it.
He's younger, though. Much younger.
You know what?
He knew how to make that jumper with Michael.
Courageous when he was with Michael Jordan.
Michael always had somebody alongside him that could drill that
John
jumper.
Paxson.
Yeah. Nice slip and a fire. Pretty. That's small ball right now. This is a very tough matchup for Canada right now.
Two teammates hooking up. Anthony Davis and LeBron James with the Lakers. J.J. Redick now their new head coach, which I feel is a great hire, an incredible hire.
Nice pass.
Alexander the other way. Look at that handle.
Yeah.
Guarded by Holiday. Wants to take it to him now, and a whistling foul.
Tell you what, you're not going to get around him, though. Magnificent. What? He and Derek White, so important for Boston. Of course, he's going to be a nice addition coming here. But look at that slip. The wide open middle. Nobody stuffing it. Step and go with some power.
Ball really moving around for the Americans. They have 9 assists by 8 different players. 32-28. Anthony Edwards got him going after trailing in the first quarter. His energy off the bench. Canada led by as many as 10. The United States by as many as 5. The United States men's team has participated in the Olympics since '36 and have won a record 16 gold medals. In '92, NBA players started competing with the Dream Team. And since then, the United States has won gold in 7 of 8 Olympic Games and have a 58-4 overall record. In the 2020 Tokyo Olympics, played in 2021 due to the COVID-19 pandemic, they went 5-1 en route to winning the gold.
Two pretty impressive guys right there in the history of basketball.
Jerry Colangelo and Mike Krzyzewski.
Jerry and Mike got together, and you're playing for your country. And that's all these kids the last couple of Olympics have bought in. A magnificent effort by Jerry leading the administrative way, and one of the greats in the game.
I remember asking Coach Krzyzewski one time, did he ever get bored coaching college basketball at Duke for so long? He said, no, the USA basketball assignment really scratches that itch for him.
He felt he got a lot out of it for his Duke team as well, adjusting to these great talents.
And how about this young kid going to Duke? Oh my goodness. GP.
There he is, the glove. Saw him at the airport.
One of the greatest defenders in the history of basketball.
I'm going to have to ask him if he thinks Holiday's a better defender than him. What do you think he's going to say?
Of course not, but close. Crossover, Tatum.
Strong. That's what's impressive. We know he can make threes, but he can get by people, those broad shoulders, and locks you up.
And you talk about broad shoulders. You know, Plato, that wasn't his real name. It was given to him by his wrestling coach. Plato means broad. You might want to call Jason Tatum Plato because he's got shoulders on him. Meanwhile, a foul. SGA getting to the cup.
Well, they got everybody.
Anthony Davis with the foul.
Sneaking a peek and then the dive to the rim. Very alert. Cut by Alexander. And Davis in his playing days at Kentucky just controlled the glass, block shot. Didn't have to score a point. Yeah.
And SGA's coach, college coach in attendance, Coach Cal, was at Kentucky. Now he's heading to Arkansas.
Yeah, a Razorback.
Where the barbecue gets even better. So many players Coach Cal has sent to the NBA during his time. Going all the way back to UMass. Marcus Camby, Memphis, Derrick Rose, and then all the stars at Kentucky.
Just amazing, the array of talent. His comment lately, though, is he's not as interested in high school kids at Arkansas. So why should I coach them, train them, and then they switch schools on me?
Transfer portal. Didn't work.
You would have been in demand. You would have been in big demand in your playing days.
I wish from your mouth that you would have been in big demand. Here's Adebayo. Eric Spoelstra, his head coach, is an assistant with the United States men's team here. He's head coach in Miami. He's one of Cal's guys as well. Went to Kentucky from Newark, New Jersey.
A lot of ways this USA team can play, though. Gus, we talk about small ball. They can play half court, can push it. And unselfish.
Murray. And Miami just got a player, and I know you know him. Miami just got a player in Khalil Ware from Indiana with the 15th pick.
I know.
Watch that kid. If he can get his motor going, and he will get his motor going playing in that system with Coach Riley in Miami, you have a young man that's a 7-footer that's going to be wonderful.
They had a great coach on the sidelines as well. Eric Spoelstra.
He had like 27 and 11 in a summer league game, 26 and 11 in the summer league game the other day.
Brooks is always in the middle of everything. You notice? He attacks, goes after it.
The instigator.
They're not the least bit afraid.
34-32.
Nice corral there defensively.
Canada 7 of 11 from the free throw line. The U.S. 2 of 6. Skip pass, Edwards, extra pass, Halliburton. Dumps it down.
Bam! This kid can pass. Hubbard with the feel and delivery.
(36-32) USA. Halliburton with 3 assists already. He led the NBA in assists last year. Brooks.
Automatic switch, big challenge.
Edwards skipping.
So good in traffic. Oh, they got to knock down right here. I don't think they get Brooks.
Anthony Edwards was a tremendous football player when he was growing up in Pop Warner. Running back, noted as one of the best Pop Warner running backs in the nation when he was a kid. And I said, what happened? Why'd you stop playing football? He said, I hurt my finger. And I said, you know what? I think football, I'm done. And he went straight to basketball.
Well, he's got a physique.
And the rest, as they say,
is history. He's got a presence.
He's got a body,
flair,
and an aggressiveness, just like a running back. Jamal Murray. Barrett, they need him. Hello. Long rebound, Halliburton.
Much better with that corner jumper. Nice pass on the lockup. And Canada has done a nice job of rallying to the box area.
Edwards sets his feet. Got it.
Good ball fake, but also the cut by Davis. Set it up, froze the D.
52% shooting for the Americans with a minute to play. Largest lead of the game right now for USA.
Nice
checked it by Anthony Davis.
Who else? Here he is again.
And a whistle and foul on the baseline.
Well, he got the body early. What a presence.
USA with 6 blocks in this game. No blocks for Canada. We told you about their size.
All these guys work hard off season, but they're not in game shape right now. Watching a couple of the USA guys.
R.J. Barrett traded to his native Toronto in December after 5 seasons with the Knicks. Put up great numbers.
There's that basket you talked about earlier. They've done this a few times. And that's that feel for one another. Or lack.
Tyrone Lue, head coach of the Clippers, also an assistant with Steve Kerr for Team USA.
Quite a staff.
Mark Few from Gonzaga, head coach. Been to 2 Final Fours with the Zags. And assistant coach.
Screen and a dribble handoff. Nice D again. Halliburton.
Here's Edwards.
He's got a funny shot, but he knocks him down.
Long rebound, Murray. 30 seconds to go here in the first half.
Good. Again, look who's there. Boy, has he been tough. Tyrese, Iowa State's contribution.
Halliburton leading the Indiana Pacers to the Eastern Conference Finals, losing to the Celtics. He got injured in that series.
Yeah, he did.
Drew Holiday gave him the business.
A little lingerie on the deck.
Jason Tatum.
And look at Edwards. And look at this defense. Not let them get a good look.
SGA, and that will not go. And that's the end of the first half. The score, the United States 41, Canada 33. After a slow start, Edwards and some great passing helps this American team.
Now you're talking about a guy 6'8". Look at the poise, the balance, ability to discard and finish at the rim. And he can knock those trays down with the best of them. Talent personified.
Anthony Edwards freeing himself on the baseline. He had a great first half for the United States, really the catalyst to get him back into the game, and he's standing by. Team high 8 points with our Christina Pink.
Thanks, Gus. And you came in and immediately provided a spark off the bench. You got 8 points in that first half. What allowed you to get into a rhythm?
Just moving the ball. you know, we got a great rhythm going. I mean, within practice, we always move the ball. We preach get to the paint, make the extra pass, and we've been doing that, and I've been benefiting.
Yeah, a little bit of a sloppy start with the turnovers, but you guys played better as the ball movement got better in that second quarter. How do you carry that over in the second half?
Well, we don't want to carry the turnovers over. You know, we want to cut that out. We want to have at least under 8 for the whole game, but, you know, we've been making some simple mistakes, man, thinking somebody's there when they're not. But, you know, it's okay. Once we get a rhythm, we'll be all right.
What do you think?
It was great. Actually, I gave Joel Embiid his jersey in Philadelphia that night. Stephen Curry did his jersey with Steve Kerr later that night, and they woke me up. I FaceTimed him at like 2:30 in the morning and congratulated, welcomed him, and I'm glad he's on our team.
You were just coming in at that time during the NCAAs.
Well, hanging with you.
All right, so we start the second half. Americans with a 41-33 lead. R.J. Barrett, Powell, SGA, Dylan Brooks, and Jamal Murray, the original starting 5 on the court for Team Canada. I tell you, this SGA Grant is something.
He's special. I mean, he's had a fantastic last few years. Was in the MVP consideration for the NBA. A lot of people felt he should have won it. And leading that young team, OKC, to the best record in the Western Conference this regular season.
And they added some size, too, right, recently?
They did. Big addition for them.
That's his shot, that corner jumper, Barrett. Well, what have you liked so far? I mean, during this game, I know they haven't been together very often and all, but what are some of the things that have jumped out that you think you can really lead on?
Well, first of all, the rebounding. We won the rebounding margin in that first half. We struggled with that in the World Cup last season as Stephen Curry knocks down a three-pointer. Defensively, I think we've seen potentially what this team can do. I like the switching, and we just got to fine-tune. We got time, not a lot of time, but we got time, and we just got to commit every day to get better.
They look like they're screening and cutting well.
They are, and you know what? Unselfish, making the extra, maybe a little too unselfish at times, and everyone trying to make the right play, but we'll find our rhythm. These friendly games are vitally important for us as we prepare.
R.J. Barrett at the line. Gus Johnson, Coach Raftery, and Grant Hill, the managing director of Team USA. What has this experience been like for you? And Coach K was your coach. He was the longtime coach of the national team, and I'm sure he had some influence in you deciding to take this job.
Well, obviously, Coach K wanting us, even when we played in school, to be a part of international FIBA basketball.
And you won a gold medal in '96.
Won a gold medal in '96, and certainly Jerry Colangelo and the work that he and Coach K did, building the program, and Stephen Curry starting to get hot here, and those two building a culture at a point in time when they took over in 2005, when the rest of the world was catching up. We were losing our way, and a lot of these guys, he's coached Stephen Curry, coached LeBron James, coached Kevin Durant, and just trying to continue with that legacy as we move forward into a new era.
You told me that a lot of the things the pros did, he brought back to Duke. Some of them.
No, he did.
You know, just it sort of changed somewhat the way he coached a little bit.
Well, I think he, you know, the players learned from Coach K, and they all would admit that, but he learned from them and was able to incorporate a lot of the pro influences into the college game.
What was your experience like being on the United States national team?
Well, I played in the 1996 Olympics in Atlanta. David Robinson, Scottie Pippen, they were 6 holdovers from the original Dream Team. I was the youngest guy on the team. And, I mean, we were pretty dominant. We still had a lot of separation from the rest of the world. But it was truly, other than working with Bill Raftery, one of the highlights of my career.
Curry, 3.
He was on a run right now.
Curry reloads. There it is.
Unbelievable. Do you still call him coach, or do you say Mike once in a while?
And I call him coach.
How you doing, Mike? You two have a great relationship, don't you?
Oh, we do. We do. And he's been a great resource to me as I've assumed this role. And it's great that he's here, supportive of our efforts.
What players do you see with this American team that you think may have a quiet, great Olympic Games participating for Team USA?
Wow.
There's one guy you had to say, watch out for him.
I think a lot of guys, but I think Anthony Davis. I mean, his versatility defensively, he just does so many things. He's won championships at all levels. He's won a gold medal, and I think his defense, his ability to anchor will be huge.
And that ball thrown out of bounds by Joel Embiid.
That's nice to see, though, him backing him down. That would have been an open three if the pass was delivered properly, though.
Yeah.
Really didn't have that impact last time. Would you agree?
Yeah, no, I mean, I think with the size of Joel Embiid as we see Anthony Davis, I mean, his ability with his back to the basket, putting pressure in the paint, getting other teams big men in foul trouble is going to be important. And he's working his way. He's finding his rhythm now here early in this process.
Nice curl here for an easy goal.
And that ball goes down for R.J. Barrett.
Really not much prep in terms of scouting this early, right? I mean, in preparation, you haven't seen Canada on a regular basis.
Really, right now, it's really about us. I think coming into this, it's like, let's focus and work on what we've practiced the last 4 days, and then we'll learn a little bit more about ourselves as we, recap this performance here tonight. But Canada, a lot of capable players, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander always gives them a chance.
Their perimeter is tough. Gus and I were talking about it.
Here's Steph Curry, the game high 12 points, and he goes down hard. Let's take a look at the group for the Americans. And here we go. Serbia, South Sudan, and Puerto Rico. Group C in Lille, France. And your thoughts on your group and handicap for us, if you can, the entire field for people that aren't accustomed to watching international basketball. Who are the teams that you feel are going to compete for that gold medal with the Americans?
We have a good group. Obviously, we respect that. And, if you look at Serbia, they're one of those teams with Jokic back in the mix, along with that finalist from last year's World Cup. You have to say France, the home team, Victor Wembanyama on that team as well. Of course, Germany, who won the World Cup last season. I mean, there's some really good teams capable. And you probably have 4 teams out here that really realistically believe that they have a chance here to win a gold medal.
The physicality is so much different, isn't it?
It is. It's very different than in the NBA. So we have to adjust to a different whistle here in FIBA play.
Now the Canadians are excited about their chances as they won that bronze medal at the World Cup last year, beating the Americans, beating your team. When you look at their group, though, it's a totally different group for them. It's going to be tough. Greece, Australia, and Spain.
I mean, all good teams. Australia is so talented. Spain, they're an older team, very seasoned, and they know how to play together. So you have to have what Greg Popovich says. You have to have the appropriate fear of your opponents, because anything can happen in FIBA. In the NBA game, in the NBA playoffs, it's the best of 7 series. This is like college.
One and done.
One and done.
Yeah.
U.S. playing Australia on Monday. Here's LeBron.
Look at that. You saw that coming.
LeBron James.
Look at this kid. He's fearless, isn't he? See that push? Oh, we got a problem here. That's Embiid.
Powell going down hard.
Yeah.
And now Powell and Embiid will have a little conversation. Dallas Mavericks, Philadelphia 76ers here. Stanford, Kansas.
That would be a heavyweight fight there.
Yes, indeed. Look at a little physical.
Oh, you got
there.
him across the face there, trying to check out.
Little love tap. Powell, 10 years with the Dallas Mavericks. He's used to it. Mavericks going all the way to the NBA Finals, losing to the Boston Celtics. Now the officials
checking it out.
Check it out. Matt Myers, Jason Steele, and Josh Wilson are your officials. Matt Myers is an NBA official. President Obama back in the building. He's got that swag, always in shape. And he, as Jay-Z would say, he walks like a ball player.
Did you see him play when he visited Carolina?
I did not see him play then, as we get another look here at this foul, but I actually played with him. We had dinner last night, the entire team and staff, with President Obama, and we talked about his 49th birthday party where he invited a bunch of NBA players, and he hit the game winner and on Derrick Rose.
Ooh.
And
well, Derrick Rose had a bad knee.
no, this is before Derrick Rose got hurt.
Oh, man, and he hit it,
This was like 2009, and so he can hoop. Now, he had a lot of Secret Service around him, so we couldn't guard him that
Couldn't
tight.
get close, huh?
And they got guns.
They got guns, yes.
Well, that's
He gave a great speech last night at the ceremony as USA Basketball celebrated its 50th anniversary. And one thing that he said during his speech I thought was really interesting, and he gave a lot of credit to the game of basketball and to our players. He said, our military and our companies are things that people from around the world gravitate towards. But not only that, so an unsportsmanlike foul, elbow to the head on Joel Embiid has been called. But let's finish the Obama story. That's his fourth, by the way. He said, our military and our companies are things that, people around the world gravitate toward. But that's not only it. It's our culture as well. And our culture of basketball with the United States sends a message, and our ability to win and our ability to conduct ourselves properly is something that the world sees all the time.
Well, sports in general is a microcosm of life, and basketball, the success of the men's program, the success of the women's program. They've been so dominant. They're going for their 8th consecutive gold medal, but it really shows the very best of our country, and he talked about that, and his words were moving, they were inspiring, and I think all of us came away feeling good and certainly motivated from his words.
Now I'm going to give you a hard time right now. How are you not going to have your people put Caitlin Clark on the United States national basketball?
So I'm the managing director of the men's national team. I have nothing to do.
And Angel Reese. Both of them.
Like I said,
what's that about?
I'm the managing.
I know Dawn's around here somewhere.
Well, I'll tell you this. I mean, I think our young rookies in the WNBA are fantastic, and they have such a bright future in front of them. But our team is going to be pretty dominant as it is. But I had nothing to do with that.
Okay.
By the way, Embiid got another foul, if I'm not mistaken.
Only 5 fouls allowed.
Yeah,
so Embiid
he's out.
has fouled out.
Like getting back to the physicality too, you've got to be careful where you do it. I think, wide open areas, extending the arm. It must have only been 4, guys.
And you're spot on. I mean, teams are going to try to get under your skin. They're going to call the games differently. So you just have to be smart, and certainly this is Joel's first experience in FIBA basketball.
Right. Became a citizen, if I'm not mistaken.
Became a citizen 2 years ago, and
from Cameroon.
Is that one of your better recruiting?
And the French are actually
coups?
upset with Joel Embiid because he didn't choose to play for France.
Well, that's the advantage of his personality.
Well,
that's what I was alluding to.
We recruited him hard. I felt like Jay Wright.
Did he get an NIL deal? I think he's doing a little better than that. LeBron, forget it. When he goes, can you remember anybody in your playing game, once he makes his mind up, no one's going to pick up a charge on him.
LeBron James in transition to the basket on Brooks. No, but Devin Booker is there for the follow.
And ladies and gentlemen, he'll be 40 in December, LeBron James.
Do you think he wanted to nail Brooks on that drive right there?
Maybe
Tempting.
not. But no, this is great. I mean, you put this team together. You try to envision what it will look like. But this last week, them coming together, they're working hard. The potential, the opportunity, chasing and pursuing the gold medal. It's just got me excited and just ready. I'm so excited.
Your agent called, said,
we got to go, Coach. You got to stop.
Your agent called, said you're out.
The Americans leading the Canadians 60-50. Joel Embiid has fouled out of the game.
No, only 4, Gus. They changed it.
Olynyk to Dort. And the rebound to Adebayo.
Boy, they're so deep and talented, this USA team. So many opportunities to put you away with its deep bounce post.
Shooting 58% from the field this quarter, the United States. Halliburton, Tatum, those broad shoulders, baseline on Nembhard. Lyles with a rebound. Nice look inside. Great slip. Olynyk with the bucket.
He can push it.
60-52. And we'll head the other way. United States.
A little sloppy.
Little sloppy. But first game, take some time. As they say, Rome was not built in a day.
That's what I've been told.
13 turnovers. Anthony Edwards told us that they want to keep it to 8 per game, not tonight.
Nice cut. Again, that open middle. Pretty. Olynyk with the fine. Quick timeout. Steve not happy.
And that's Alexander Walker with the bucket. Timeout up the United States.
Canada won't back down.
3:15 to play here in the third. Now, Saturday on FS1, it's a star-studded battle atop the American League East. Aaron Judge powers the Yankees against the Orioles. Coverage begins at 3 p.m. Eastern on FS1.
Orioles having a great year, Gus.
Steve Kerr, Tyrone Lue, Eric Spoelstra, Devin Booker, Phoenix Sun. Went to Kentucky as well, from Mississippi. Just an outstanding talent.
So many talented guys on the USA bench.
I mean, watch him practice the last 2 days. It's been the greatest basketball practices I've ever seen in my life.
It is amazing.
Man.
They all can do so many things. What impresses me the most, the footwork.
Yes.
I mean, they just know how to cut, balance.
They're almost like dancers in a way.
They are. Fancy footsteps.
Now, 5 members of this year's team participated in the last Olympics in Tokyo. Bam Adebayo, Devin Booker, Kevin Durant, Drew Holiday, and Jason Tatum. Going back to the 2016 gold medal winning team, only one player remains, KD. KD out with a calf injury.
You know, Pop did some job with guys coming over late, if you remember. Booker for one, and Holiday in the playoffs, and just arrived late, won practice, and started playing. I think they may have played France and lost, but what an amazing job these kids did winning the gold there for Pop and his guys, and the USA.
Steph Curry, 9 points in the quarter, has a team-high 12. And right now, he's on the bench with 3 minutes to play in the third. Edwards turns the corner. Double team.
Nice read by Olynyk.
Edwards. And that's a shot clock violation. Couldn't get it away.
Yeah, they really got the feet organized there. No vision available. Even cutters weren't able to be seen. Now watch how they close it and get their legs across there. Just solid pursuit. Pretty good read.
Olynyk, guarded by Halliburton.
Nembhard really good getting in the lane. Nice find here.
Olynyk kicks it out. Alexander Walker with the push. That's an air ball.
And the challenge was great. Give it up.
Tatum, nice dime. Edwards.
Nice cut. Unselfish play by Tatum, too. But how about the way he broke his guy down and the help? But, boy, you need somebody to bail you out. Clever dive to the rim right here. And just the timing. Davis waits to see what he's doing. Able to finish big time.
Anthony Davis goes to the line. I had a chance to talk to Anthony at practice yesterday, and I talked to him about his regimen, what he eats. Eats 4 times a day, 1 snack. Egg whites, spinach in the morning for breakfast. I'm looking for a good breakfast meal.
Sounds like your diet, but you wait for somebody to pick the check out.
They cook it for me.
They do take care of themselves.
Yes, they do. In bed, he said, by 10 o'clock. AD with 6 points and 8 rebounds. 31 years old, Anthony Davis. NCAA championship with John Calipari in Kentucky. Coach Cal's only one.
Yeah.
That's his star player. The star of stars for Coach Cal.
A lot of great players for that.
And then the Lakers winning. And then the Lakers winning a championship in the bubble. I like this Lakers decision with J.J. Redick. I thought Darvin Ham should have been given more time, but if they decided to move on from him, I think J.J.'s going to be great. Just like Steve Curry. Yeah, he didn't have any coaching experience, but he had a ton of playing experience.
You need players. That's the key.
And they will get him. The future. Top of the arc, Edwards, pump fake, frees himself.
Pretty.
Picked up and in, looks like that's AD.
I think you're right. Good shooters enable the offensive rebounders to get in position to dominate.
8 points, 9 rebounds. Alexander Walker, out flat.
Nice
Taps around. Americans with numbers, here's a lob.
I don't know if it was meant for him. Maybe meant for Edwards.
Anthony Davis. 66-54, USA with 19 team assists.
Lombard with a nice look, though, for an open look opportunity.
Very interesting. Canadians thought they really had a chance to win this game.
Nice hands.
Jim Hart strips Jason Tatum out of bounds. Canada 6 for 24 from the three-point line, though.
Who do you think this was for?
Edwards. Maybe not.
Edwards or Tatum, maybe.
Tatum picks up his dribble off balance.
Thought he got bumped late in the shot clock.
They let him play more physical in international play.
They are. I did the World Games similar to what we're doing this year. And they do bang you, stand you up on screens. Not afraid to stick that elbow into the chest. Getting down the floor. How about this? Plenty of opportunities. Guess who?
AD with the game's only double-double, 10 points, 11 boards. Edwards.
He ran a little double. They're going to double it again.
Edwards moving over to the point position. Takes a three.
Again, the cut. That's what I like about these kids. He's got a little ham in him, doesn't he?
It's got to go through me. That's what he said. He's 22, folks. They're celebrating 50 years of USA basketball. We showed the women and their legends. Now the men on the court. Grant Hill, Gary Payton, Reggie Miller, John Stockton, Doug Collins, just to name a few as the players line up. Steve Smith is there. Tim Hardaway. Unbelievable collection of talent.
And guys.
And people.
You did. Great people.
Andre Iguodala. Sean Mary.
There's the old Marquette flash. Wade, he'll be doing the Olympics.
Dwayne Wade.
RBC.
Melo, one of the great Olympians of all time. Carmelo Anthony.
Had his son with him. Did you see yesterday?
I didn't, but I did see Carmelo.
Yeah.
And Patrick Ewing. He was there as well. Nice to see the guys gathering.
Spencer Haywood there.
Spencer was there, Detroit's finest.
From your hometown?
That's right. First player to ever declare hardship at the University of Detroit.
Jeff Mullins there as well.
Let's go to Christina.
All right, thanks, Coach. We knew the size that you guys have on this roster was going to be important. Big advantage on the glass. How have you been able to utilize that tonight?
Well, I think Bam and AD playing together, switching everything, dominating the paint. They've been great. Our guards are doing a good job putting pressure on the ball as well.
Largest lead of the game. I know you guys are still working through some things. What do you want to see from this group finishing?
Well, we have to execute offensively better. We've only practiced for a few days, so we've got a lot to tighten up. But too many turnovers, too many disjointed possessions. But we'll get there. It's just going to take some time.
All right, thank you. Gus?
All right, turnover is a problem. However, they are dominating the boards, 39-23 over Canada. Americans playing with grit.
Interesting to see how coaches look at it. Certain guys contributing that go unnoticed by the public frequently, whether it's guarding, being in the right position, help side defense.
American close the third quarter on a 9-0 run. Largest lead of the game right now. Canada turns it over. Halliburton leaves it for Anthony Edwards. They swing it. Tatum, hard drive. Oh, he tried to punch it. Missed it. Out of bio there. Ball hanging on the rim.
Their balance has been great. Even they may get this one, but all the guys got back beautifully.
Trey Lyles at point blank range. Now Edwards. Ant-Man. Blocked from behind. Dort. That one off the back rim. They're going up and down now.
Dort, one of those guys that knocked down the three on occasion. You mentioned earlier, just terrific defense.
Halliburton wide open.
Bam with the screen, the roadblock to get a great play. Look at these hands. This kid, whew, Rick Carlisle knows how good he is.
And a foul. Defense, the key. Canada shooting 32% in this game.
Challenges, helping one another out, blocking shots. And there's right here the hands in anticipation. This kid is a keeper. You mentioned age. He provides that youth as well.
So Bam Adebayo, Miami stalwart, making his second Olympic appearance. Look at the selfies. Reggie Miller in the middle. GP. Steve Smith.
Yeah.
Timmy Hardaway. And guess who's in the middle? Of the middle. You know, being around all these NBA guys, there are a lot of tall people in the building nowadays.
You know, Reggie looking for a cabinet position, I think.
President Obama. Gotta get your pick. Nembhard. Turns the corner hard. Step back 15-footer.
Oh, what? How quick he got up. This time the first big time negation.
That's Anthony Davis again. Having a monster game. Has a double-double. Now blocking shots.
He doesn't have to score to be a factor.
Now it takes a three. That's a brick. Nembhard in traffic. Keeps his dribble alive.
They've done a nice job keeping guys away with corralling.
Lyles, back to Nembhard. Lyles a three. Woo, what a rebound right there for Anthony.
He gives you a little micro
Give me that,
look, doesn't he?
Give it to me. Love this kid. He, along with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, all this great young talent in the NBA.
He makes that shot. He's really, over the years, been terrific at mid-range and also that mid-post shot. Hallelujah.
Alexander Walker with the jumper, 70-57. Anthony Davis is starting to take over. The bigs, Embiid and Davis, making their presence known, 70-57.
Can you see the improvement in another 2 weeks with this team?
Oh my gosh, they're going to be great. They get to know each other a little bit.
I knew they'd be unselfish.
Booker.
That's his shot, too. That one in the lane. Used to run those baseline bumps at Kentucky for Booker. He was a tough guy to defend. Knew how to read it.
Prolific scorer. Inside. And that one rims down. Well done. Thomas Scrub. Who plays in Spain.
A lefty that can do some damage. Watch him in practice, can make that corner three.
He's got his brother Philip Scrub on the team with him too, number 23. Who's on the floor right now as well. Mom and Dad must be very proud of those two young men, their sons. Nembhard, 5 to shoot. And that one goes down once again for this Canadian team. Kim Birch with the shot.
Now they have to cut a couple, I think, Gus.
Inside. Out of Bio, jump hook. And our Christina Pink, she's got a nice story about how excited these guys are from the United States to be on this team. Christina.
Well, yeah, we spotlighted some of the players who played integral roles for Team USA in Tokyo, but it was important for guys like Drew Holiday to come back and play because they didn't get the full experience, he told me, when they played in Tokyo. Remember, they had the restrictions because of COVID, so they're excited to get to Paris. They're excited to start this Olympic journey and really get the full experience, something he talked about with teammate Jason Tatum.
This is an enjoyable group, no question about it. So many options. I think Edwards is going to start. The buildings are filled anyhow in the NBA. It's going to be a tough ticket when he comes to town.
Yep.
There's so much excitement with him.
So
but again, the coordination and the unselfish play, I expected that.
Holiday ready to come back in. 5:26 to play in the fourth. Americans up 72 to 61. Four to shoot. Scrub. Off the mark. Steph Curry back on. Holiday. Booker had to track that down on the sideline. Holiday to the basket. And he'll get the easy roll.
Fiondu coming. Gelly on the deep. Am I saying that right?
Yeah,
you have been working on that today.
Fiondu, Kabengele.
Almost got a piece of that one on the drive.
Number 5 for Canada. Scrub to his brother. Kabengele, easy layup.
Strong kid. They won't go away. Valuable minutes for them.
He spent time with the Clippers and the Cavs and the Celtics off and on since 2019. First round pick of the Nets in 2019 after 2 seasons at Florida State. Fiondu, Kabengele. LeBron. Turn around.
Nice pass. So unselfish. Yeah, you're right. I mean, just collapsed the D. Drew 2. Big time find.
23 assists for Team USA as we hit the 4-minute mark of the fourth quarter. Scrub backing up on Steph Curry. Six to shoot. Top of the arc. Quick release. In and out.
He's positionless, isn't he? This guy has so many areas he can dominate.
No, he's not positionless. He can play all 5.
That's what I meant. That's true. He can play any place he wants.
Five to shoot.
So the more you watch these NBA teams, they really go cross court.
It's a different game.
It is. They make
you know who you
pay.
should credit for that? We should credit for changing the game of basketball.
I would say Steph.
No, I'm talking about a coach, a philosophy.
A coach. Well, you're not going back to Red Holzman, are you?
No.
Move the ball.
Mike D'Antoni.
Oh, yeah. The speed of the game. You're
7
right.
seconds.
He was doing the games with the Knicks when he was there, right?
Yep.
You're right.
Steve Nash. He came from Europe. He coached internationally.
If you mentioned Steve Nash when we had Grant Hill on, he'd go on for an hour. Played together. He just loved playing with him.
3 minutes to play. And a whistle.
Not much more you can do.
I think Coach D'Antoni is here as well. And how about Steve Nash and some of the things he accomplished as a Canadian legend?
I think the world got to know Canadian basketball. It started with him. Pretty good soccer player too, Gus.
Yes, he was.
Santa Clara kid. First saw him out in Maui.
Good to see him get another opportunity as a head coach in the NBA. As Curry heads out of the bench along with LeBron James. might be it for these two men.
Yeah, I would agree.
Steph Curry, solid outing. LeBron James, great overall performance.
They got a lot of pride, these kids. Little dummy play there. Defense got caught up. Holloway finds the hole. Good pass from the outbounds.
On paper for Canada, though, this is the best collection of talent Team Canada has ever had.
Well, you and I were watching the other day. They were impressive.
Scrub turns the corner. That floater won't go. Gelly has it blocked by AD. Another block for AD.
Good.
His fourth to go along with the double-double points and rebounds.
He's got the length, the timing. Look at this. Doesn't give up on the play. Gathers himself. He can start a lot of fast breaks, whether it's the block or the change of the shot.
9 blocks for the United States, only 1 block for Canada. We talked to you at the top of our telecast about the Americans and their size. Well, it's come to fruition in this game. Holiday with the 3, and now Team USA has their largest lead of the game, 81-65, and this is a game in which they trailed at one point early in the first by 10.
I think Derek White's going to be a nice addition as well, don't you?
Yes.
With this team.
Derek White will join Team USA as Kawhi Leonard elected to withdraw from the team because of injury. And there's Steve Kerr to the right, Tyrone Lue, Spo, Mark Few, head coach at Gonzaga, brain trust of Team USA.
He can shoot it. He can shoot it. But
Scrub. Long rebound. Five to shoot. Baseline teardrop. Off the mark by Scrub. And a whistle and foul. Scrub batted around. Rebounded by Canada. And the big Scrub, Thomas.
Big guy. Birch.
As we close in on a minute to go.
Good to be with you, Gus, after the...
I know, Coach. I'm surprised they dragged you off the golf course. As you continue to sandbag America.
I wish that were true.
Micah Potter was added to this team with all of the injuries taking place.
And you've been ready for football too, right? Pretty soon.
We got a month and a half before that. Gonna relax.
Yeah.
Maybe come
chill, hit the
hang
beat.
out at your house for a little while.
Anytime. Just bring the food. I got the other stuff.
I know you got the others.
I got the lemonade.
Okay, you got it. Team USA off to a great start as they prepare for the Paris Olympics. Halliburton, nice
How good is
steal.
he? Just reads, anticipates. Boy, the detail he plays with.
Iowa State product, Tyrese Halliburton, really become a major star with the Indiana Pacers and Rick Carlisle, his head coach. 19 seconds ago, United States do not have to take a shot. Holiday, Halliburton. In the backcourt, hold the ball, and that's it. 86-72 the final. Americans win this showcase. They'll head to Abu Dhabi.
A long way to go, but they're going to get there. This is a great group. Great to be with you too, pal.
USA started slowly, down 11-1 early, 8 turnovers in the first quarter, but their height and unselfishness, their passing took over. 46 rebounds and 25 assists. Americans shot 51% from the field, held Canada to 32% shooting. And the Ant-Man with a team-high 13.
They can play so many ways, Gus, whether it's small or big. Beat you with the three, beat you with your defense. You mentioned Anthony Davis, such a dominant factor protecting that rim.
He said that everything's going to go through me. I loved what he said because it did tonight. He came off the bench and changed the dynamic, changed the tempo, brought incredible energy. Such a handsome young man. Steph Curry knocked down shots when they needed him to.
They have a lot of guys that are real happy when they're playing. Just love the game.
And look at LeBron in the middle.
Yeah.
That tells you something. He's speaking to the team in the end.
And KD, who just is a baller, was not even able to play today. Getting him healthy. Magnificent mind for the game.
And also 4 block shots. The final score, 86-72. LeBron James let the game come to him this evening, and he's standing by with our Christina Pink.
All right, dominating performance tonight. LeBron gathering the team there at half court. What was your message to the guys there?
Man, we know we're a lot better, but we only been together 4 days, so all the miscues, offensive with the turnover, the things, we'll get better than that with that, but it starts on the defensive end. And as long as we defend, we're going to give ourselves a good chance to win every night.
Steph, you guys were able to settle in there as the game went on. What did you like about the way this group came together, especially there late in the game?
The things we can control are effort, intensity, physicality. They've been talking about it since day one. So like Bron said, we can work out the kinks and the timing on offense, but if we compete like that, commit to playing defense, we'll be fine against anybody. So that's good to build on right there.
Ron, talk about the timing. I know you two have been looking forward to playing together in a competitive setting. We saw the lob connection in that third quarter. How did that come together?
Just two guys just loving to play. We love to play the game of basketball and try to share to each other. I missed him in the first half on a wide open three that I threw out of bounds. So, but he was able to connect with me on the lob. It's fun. We play the game at a high level, but more importantly, we just play the game that we love the right way, and that's the result of it.
Steph, to say this team has some players is an understatement. As you guys get your groove going, as you go through exhibition play, how good can this team be?
We just want to win gold. I mean, whatever that takes. So we always talk about no matter what your stats are, no matter how many minutes you play, like everybody on the floor commit to just doing what you're asked to do. We'll be good. I don't know if you got one more question, but it's my daughter's 9th birthday. Happy birthday, Ryan. I'm sorry I couldn't be there. We're here playing basketball, doing what we love. I miss you. Love you. Happy birthday.
Thanks so much.
Gus.